Alrighty, ladies and gents, I think we're live. It's been a while. We are back, and for probably my match of the weekend. These two teams, both clubs, you can see, in the top 8 of the Premier League. Just making sure that audio is working. There we go. Massive game. Or if you're new to the channel, all the TikTok, Instagram links are at the top there. But yeah, boy, what a game we've got on our hands here. In form Newcastle, you can see at the bottom there, Alexander Isak has scored in 8 consecutive games. We've got Newcastle 9 wins as well in a row versus a Bournemouth side who are in fantastic touch themselves. The 10 games unbeaten. And with a dangerous front line despite having so many injuries and so many players out at this current point in time. Have a look at our highlighted player for Bournemouth, Dean Huijsen. Centre-back's going to be on song. He's scored some big goals so far this season, especially some of the big boys, including Manchester United, so he'll have to be at his best defensively, but also maybe a threat from the odd set piece as well, because I tell you what, boy, he is a very, very talented young player. Bournemouth are blessed to have him at this current point in time. And I tell you what, they'll absolutely take a goal, a nick goal from the likes of Dean Huijsen to get over the line this one here. Looking at Newcastle, Isak, obviously the key player, as I said, scored in 8 consecutive Premier League games. Looking for 9 in this one here and go closer to that Jamie Vardy record. And the lineups as well. Newcastle exact same 11 as they played midweek versus Wolves. No real need to change that lineup in many regards because of how well they played. But no Fabian Schär. So Blotman and Byrne play at centre-half. That midfield for me is probably one of the strongest in the Premier League at this current point in terms of form and in terms of quality. So that could be a difference maker in this game here. Jumping across to that Bournemouth lineup, Aritza Balaga, Milos Kerkez, Huijsen, Zarbani, Cook at right back, Adams and Christie is one of your most robust midfielders that can probably match Bournemouth, Newcastle's energy in there. And then it's going to be Semenyo, Ouattara and Brooks, but it'll probably be a Semenyo, Ouattara front two, and they'll probably rotate in and out there, up top there. So they're the lineups. That's the table. 4 points separate the two sides. If Bournemouth can get a famous win, they will leap themselves up into those top 5 positions. For Newcastle, a win puts them equal on points within form Nottingham Forest. So I tell you what, it's a massive game for both these sides. I always have a very soft spot for Bournemouth and the football they've put together since Andoni Iraola has taken over. I'd love to see them continue to climb up the table, but I can't really see Newcastle dropping this game, especially at home with the football they play. Could we see a famous draw, I guess, away for Bournemouth? Potentially, if they defend well, to defend deep. As I've said there, the key player for me being Dean Huijsen. If he can lock it down defensively alongside Ilya Zarbani, there's a real chance that they can nick a point. But right now, this front line for Newcastle is just incredible. I see the players is in the tunnel now. You're in form Isak versus a very, very elite level back line. I see by the table there, it is a massive game. 4th versus 8th. Who would have thought coming to the season we'll be hyping this one up? But this is the type of season these two sides have had. Newcastle slow starters, but have got the form rolling. I think it's 6 Premier League wins in a row in those 9 wins in a row in all competitions. So it's a very, very bright patch for them at this current point in time. Obviously, Dubravka's in net, and that was, I guess, the big story. He was supposed to go to Saudi Arabia, but ended up Newcastle denying that deal because he's been in fantastic touch in between the sticks. And I guess the big news, the only real change for both these sides is Kepa Arrizabalaga starting in net, returning after he couldn't play last time out versus Chelsea. But here come the two teams to a rapturous atmosphere there in front of the Toon. Who would have thought? Newcastle, Bournemouth, a big game from the weekend's action. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're joining us, your score prediction. I think I had a 3-1 in the Premier League predictions video. I'll adapt it a little bit. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Newcastle win. I think it's going to be both teams very solid defensively. Now those Bournemouth fans, fair play to them. I think they took off at 4 a.m. in the morning for this 12:30 kickoff. So around an 8-hour trip up north, the longest trip in the Premier League this season. I want to see those players put in a strong display in this one here. Tell you what, Eddie Howe, the Eddie Howe derby, it's going to be a big one for him. Can he prove that this Newcastle side is all that they've shown in recent weeks? I know the Newcastle fans are quite excited with this current point in time. Everything's set up here. And we're set for a massive game of football. Look at the bench there, Trippier, Cher, Asula. You look at the Bournemouth bench, it is far from strong. Not a lot of experience in that bench. Obviously, still without a striker. They might end up loaning one in January. There's a few murmurs around there, but obviously you can see on the broadcast, Dango Ouattara's listed up top. I've got him listed up top as well, but look for Antoine Semenyo to sort of drift in there and help out. Obviously, Tyler Adams had a great little run last 2 or 3 games. Most tackles per 90, most interceptions per 90. He's doing his job. You have to have a massive job to shut down Bruno Guimaraes alongside Joe Linton. Obviously, I know Brooks has got that belter before he had that little break for the FA Cup as well. But look at that bench. Travers, Jefferson, and I think Winterburn, the only players who actually played Premier League action. So there is a strong differential in the benches both sides, just showing the injury problems that Bournemouth have had. We'll jump out of this pre-game section and into the game set up here. Again, let me know in the comment section, guys, if you're joining me, your score prediction for this one. As we get everything here set up. Just getting that, all the media done. Here we go. Could it be history with Newcastle winning 10 games in a row? Or could it be Bournemouth's day to extend their unbeaten streak to 11 games? To wait and find out. Of course, I've ruined the timer from the first minute. There we go. Everything's ready now. We're good to go. Eddie Howe derby. You can just see how both teams are set up. You expect Bournemouth to be the deeper lying side, but with Andoni Iraola in charge, he just doesn't do that. He likes to put on the front foot. He likes to get outside. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bournemouth initially early on, once they've settled into this game, you take this game on. You can see that by that intent from that pass there from Ilya Zarbani. Brooks to chase. I tell you what, he's done well. He's done really well. Oh, gee. The cutback for Clivert, if he actually was on his toes, could have an early Bournemouth chance. In the first 2 minutes, you see the danger of Bournemouth. And you're going to get that. You're going to get that from them. Newcastle can't be too lax without the ball. They're going to be pressing hard up the pitch. Force Bournemouth to play direct because Which I tell you what. Oh, again. Brooks always a really tricky player on the football. Good to see him get a extended run of games because had a tough run with injuries and the like. Lewis Cook at right back. He did a big job trying to shut down Anthony Gordon. Brooks wins a throw. Really big job for Lewis Cook. He had a position at right back, captaining the side. He's a fantastic player. I absolutely love what he does. But as much as he's filled in there at times, this is a different kettle of fish with Anthony Gordon and the form he's in. I'll put the ringer on him there because he's throwing that one out of play. If you're joining us, guys, let me know your score predictions in the comment section. Always had a fantastic run of form as well. Him and Tino Livramento have, I guess, revolutionised the fullback positions. Long gone to the times of Trippier and Dan Burn now. Two real ball-playing, aggressive, progressive fullbacks. And they've got another massive game here ahead of them because they've got to shut down David Brooks and also Antoine Semenyo. That's a bad giveaway from Dan Burn. Tell you what, Bournemouth have got Newcastle penned in here a bit. That's a great ball in. Oh, what a save. The follow-up to Semenyo's over the bar. How has he missed that? Oh, fantastic save for Martin Dubravka. Well, this is all their own doing. Burns just casual and giving it away. Semenyo picking the ball up. And this ball from Brooks. Oh, it's a great spot. Atara's done all he can do and got some contact and directed towards goal, but it's the follow-up. Semenyo, you expect that to find the back of the net. There's bodies in the way, but for a player of his quality, God, you're that close. No need to go with so much power. I tell you what, Bournemouth are on top here. Brooks again. Clivett. And it's these tricky players in these areas here. They cause a lot of teams problems. Lewis Cook. Staying it up. Burn with just a hack clearance. And what a start for Bournemouth. You can never doubt the mastermind of Andoni Iraola. Great touch from Kirkes. Here's Semenyo. It's a bright, bright start for Bournemouth. A relatively good day up north. And I've seen in recent weeks all the snow. Good chance to play some good football. Semenyo, Clivett now. Really fantastic start for those type of players. Clivett and Brooks in particular. Had their fingerprints all over this first 5 minutes of the game. Oh, great ball and great run. It's a great cutback and Clivett! He's found the back of the net! And it's the deserved lead for Bournemouth. And Justin Clivett, the leading goal scorer for AFC Bournemouth, has struck again. What a start from those from down south. That is a beautiful team goal. One touch football in behind Antoine Semenyo, cut double back perfectly. Thought he could have squared into the centre forwards area of Dango Ouattara, but it starts here with his pass. Give and go with Semenyo. Christie, great ball to pierce that back line. No one tracking Semenyo's run. He times a cut back and what a cool, calm, collected finish from Clivett. Oh, it is superb. One of the best team goals you'll see in some time. Maybe the best for the match week. And that finish, proper finish from Clivett into the corner. That's a man in form. That's a man that's found the back of the net on seven previous occasions. And Tony Iraola is a very, very happy chappy. Who would have thought? Bournemouth lead on time. Newcastle straight away. Tonali. Oh, instantly venturing forward. And that's got the crowd up and about. St. James's Park's found his voice. Adams instead of Ouattara. Now this game's got a real pep in its step. Great pressing from Clive. This is what Bournemouth do. They press up the pitch. They cause all sorts of problems. A great touch from Tonali. Here's Isak. Ran into the brick wall. That was Ilyas Arbani. Just got to weather the storm here if you're Bournemouth. Newcastle are going to want to respond instantly, and you just got to ride it out. But what a first opening 7 minutes for the Cherries. Big trip up north. An excuse there to start sluggish, but they've been at it for minute 1. Kirkhead's in strong. Once again, one-touch football. And he spread it to David Brooks, who's been superb to start this one off. Jolinton just cleans him out. Number 7, taking out his opposite number. Boy, what a start. This is what I'd wanted coming to this game here. A bright start from Bournemouth. Newcastle have to respond. We know how they slowly go into games, but if Bournemouth get a good start like this and potentially even nick another one, it's going to be a long way back for the Magpies. That man on screen, Clive, the man for the moment, the man that's made things happen. Brooks sends that deep. Semenyo heads into a dangerous area and away by Jolinton. That's where Bournemouth want the ball. The feet of Anton Semenyo skips past Livramento with ease. And the cutback's blocked behind for another corner. Bournemouth on the front foot. Once again, Antoine Semenyo causing all sorts of problems for fullbacks. He's come up a little bit ginger there. Clearance as far as... Oh, Brooks' ball's low. Here's a chance for Newcastle on the break. Adams in strong. Referee wants nothing to do with that. And Bruno's sore. But he'll get up and go on with it. Bright start from Bournemouth here. It shows the character of the side. Andoni Iraola, he's implemented this system now. A real commitment to ball playing, a real commitment to pressing up the pitch. You've got the centre-half space at the halfway line against Newcastle at Newcastle. That shows the progression of this football club. I guess the quality of the manager. He will not end up winning Manager of the Year as much as I would campaign for that, but he's got a real elite level about him. And the setup in the organisation is just second to none. With a nice turn. Christie in to nick that one off his foot. In their response here from Newcastle, can they fashion a quicker comeback? A real sluggish start. You have to have a real flurry forward, other than that one just after the goal. It's a great pass from Moore. That's how you split your way through the press. Isak dropping in. Finding Joelinton. And this is what Newcastle want. Get through that initial press and get into the wider spaces. Livramento. Shot a little bit too much of it to Kirkes. Oh, it was a smart little return pass from Bruno Guimaraes, but not to beat. It's all kicking off here. It's a strong challenge, but I don't think it's wrong to whatever the hell just happened here. The referee giving a stern talking to the workhorse in there, Tyler Adams. Oh, geez, not a great challenge to do, actually. He's lucky to escape a yellow, actually. Or he gets a little bit, but it all just kicks off. Set piece here as we approach the 14th minute mark. This gives something that Newcastle feast their eyes upon. Chance to get a ball into the box. A lot of tall timber. Sam Boltman, Byrne, Isak. Joelinton in there as well. Scored in the take. Tari in the way in the end. Oh, great nick from David Brooks. And here go Newcastle. Oh, and Livramento in the end gets in the way. Just stops Dango Atara getting through. Again, though, Newcastle's backline ain't so put together as we thought. Murphy's ball gets it back from Gordon. There's numbers. Tonali. Cook faces him up. It's a real great challenge. Another great challenge. Takes a lot to dispossess, Sandro Tonali. A bit of bite in this one now. I think Tyler Adams has set the precedent. There's some challenges flying in. These are two teams at the top of their form. Great little pass from Zabana Fan Club. Little 1-2 with David Brooks. The goal scorer continues running. I am interested to see who gets either sent off or guarded first between Joelinton and Tyler Adams. Both of those two are really getting nitty-gritty in there. Here's Hoyston. Driving to the space and following arguably the left back of the year, Milos Kirkes. Here's the instigator, Adams. Just a reminder, if Bournemouth managed to win this game, they got equal in points with Chelsea, who were apparently in a title race mere 4 or 5 games ago. So this is what we're talking about here. I don't want to blow my own trumpet here, but oh, it's a good throw. Boltman couldn't get his feet sorted. And his clearance is poor to Semenyo. Clover's on the edge of the area. Great ball in. Oh, headed away by Boltman. And Newcastle just can't get out. And that's a poor boss date. Anthony Gordon can clean that one up. There's not enough energy for this Newcastle back line. It's a great challenge from Adams on Joelinton again. Bright old start, though. Eddie Howe and Tyndall got a lot to talk about because their team have been sloppy, I think, is the best way to say it. Look at these two going at it. Look at those two going, ain't it? Adams and Joel Linton. Brooks shins that. Ball's up in the air. Joel Linton's come crashing in and won that header. And Adams gone and taken out Bruno Guimaraes. And that might be it. No? No? Yes? Nothing. Another talking to. Tyler Adams is on a very, very fine line. It's clear his assignment. Make Bruno's day hell. Newcastle fans trying to get their team pumped up. Linton's taking it down. It's a great block from Kirkes. It's come back off Murphy. Fantastic work. What was I saying? That's what I was going to say. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I have called this now for 18 months, and I'm going to finally take, I think, my credit, I think, because I called this early. Tyler's going to get there before Byrne. He's going to skip past him as well, you'd think. It's a great chance from Dan Byrne. Goal kick given. It's come back off Utara. But Bournemouth play with this. They play with energy. They play with this conviction and that should be a corner. And belief. It's just what Iraola has implemented. It's this. I put that video out over the Christmas period. The Spanish philosophy and these managers who come from Spain and play proper football over there. They're not fearful of the Premier League and the pace and the power and this, that, and the other. They come and play their football and they make their players play it. Tonali, another great run. Can't get past Clivert, though. Oh, but he's nicked it back, though. Zarbani in the way. Hack clearance, though. It's going to come back with a bit more force. Bruno Guimaraes. Jacob Murphy. What can Newcastle do here? They pick apart this strong Bournemouth back line. Dean, I will never wear a West Ham shirt. That's a poor chance from Cook, who is touch tight. He's doing his job on Gordon. As much as I do not like it, Dean, I am still somehow a Manchester United fan. Gordon. It's a good ball. Oh, he's ex-touch. Joel Linton. Oh, and he's put over the bar. Didn't control the shot. Tell you what, though, with Idak with the form he's in, I thought that touch would be a bit more deft. Well, it comes from a quick free kick. Was it taking the right spot? Probably not. But Gordon, Isak, that's your combination. Touch got away from him. Joel Linton to keep your head down, hit the target. Big chance, though. First proper chance for Newcastle. But equally can be said that Bournemouth could have their own on the break the other way. And that's Semenyo down again. And Bournemouth fans, hold your breath because another injury in the forward line would just be ridiculous. You're now out. Evan Ilson out. If Semenyo's gone as well, this should just be too much. Jefferson, there we go. That's the one plays appeared. Sheffield, you've got numbers on the back. No, they don't. I've got a Fulham Palace one that have numbers on the back, Dean, but none of these ones. These are just end of the season. I picked them up. So is it that there? Semenya, yeah, so the block almost comes on his foot, and I think the ankle's just been tested. With the players, or the lack thereof players they've got, he just has to keep going, I feel like. They need, I know there's not much funding there, those American owners at Bournemouth, they need to put money in January. Max Aarons has left the club, there's too many injuries in the forward line, you have to get another centre forward or a wide player in because it's getting ridiculous now. Kept along, straight to the feet of Joe Linton. His pass was hospital. Absolutely hospital pass. And yeah, I guess back onto that point though. It's got to be obviously no get all the props because he'll probably end up finishing top 4. But if Bournemouth finish 6th, 7th, why can't you say that Iraola's manager of the year, manager of the season? Because the funds and the difference in funds between the two sides is just ridiculous. The amount of spending that Nottingham Forest has made. Nothing to undermine their management and their performances and the fact they were in the relegation zone last year. But the job, away from Christie, the job that Iraola has done with this squad, someone like Rashford, probably not. Probably not Rashford. He's not good enough for this Bournemouth side, unfortunately, as much as I love to say otherwise. This Bournemouth side, you need to have accountability. You need to be ability to track back. You need to be accountable. Make the right pass rather than not passing at all. Here we go. Newcastle corner. Gordon to whip. Away from Adams. Christie puts it behind for another corner. Was all wandering over. Repeated corner. What can this all produce here? It's an in-swinger. It's Bruno! Oh, what's a header? And Gimaresh pulls Newcastle level. What's a header? And the man who's been hacked and pulled at and prodded at has made his impact on the game and has come from a set piece. Once again, set piece is massive in these games, in these top sides in the Premier League. I thought Kepa got a strong enough hand to it. I think he gets something on it in the end, but floppy hand and it drops in. It's a good ball in. Oh, Christie's laid out to get to Bruno, who's initially marked by Zarbani. Then he goes and follows down Byrne. Oh, geez, a long way out as well. It's a really good header. And like, Kepa gets a hand, but yeah, Kepa can't do much about that. He's done well to get a hand to it, but not enough in the end. Bournemouth lead erased. And here come Newcastle looking for a second. A spark to life the last 5 or so minutes. Gordon. Oh, what a ball. And Zabani puts it behind, and that Newcastle crowd is up on his feet. What a moment, by the way. Gordon not happy with his first corner. Says, nah, Cole, you come and take it. And the resulting corner. Find the back of the net. You don't want that St. James's crowd getting too excited if you're a Bournemouth fan or a Bournemouth player. You need to just absorb this pressure. Sap the energy out of this game. Gordon short to Tonali. Anthony Gordon. His cross blocked. It's Murphy. Oh, it's blocked out. Tonali. And that's just wasteful. We've been blessed with a good one here. Grealish to Bournemouth. Again, probably not the type of player that Bournemouth would want. I'll tell you what, I don't know if they could possibly do it, but Takefusa Kubo, getting him to the Premier League and getting him to Bournemouth would be something I'd love to see. But he'd be worth a lot of money. So I don't know if that's realistic, but again, a player from Spain you'd think would have to work on this side. That hopeful ball might actually work out. Kluivert chasing it. Bournemouth has to put it out for a throw. Here's Antoine Semenyo. Looks to be in better way than he was 8 or so minutes ago with that ankle injury. Dean Huijsen. And now that's something I wouldn't mind saying. Ansu Fati, that's a good shout. Dango Ouattara tries to trick her to get past Burn. See, Ansu Fati's a great shout. If anyone can save Ansu Fati's career, it'd be someone like Andoni Iraola. Hoisting in well again. Fantastic from the defender who's linked to basically every major club in Europe. Kluivert, this way, that way. The ball in. There's no one in particular in the end. And that's just a frustration foul from Christie in the end. You're in a bit of a tangle and he's just, he's throwing himself to the floor. He is the perfect player. He doesn't need game time Ansu Fati, but I don't know if obviously it'd be a great move for Bournemouth. It's a win-win because they can just loan him in. He's wanting to leave here in January. The worry is with Bournemouth's injury record, if he gets injured again, it didn't work at Brighton either. The work rate wasn't quite enough. It's a great shout and a great move, but he needs to be fixed almost. He needs to learn to play 90 minutes is what he needs to do, but could be a good shout to support this front line. Clearance and Burn. Love to see Ansu Fati back to his best. It's been a long time since we've seen him do anything of note. Got that number 10, mismanaged by Barcelona. Some of the worst. When you think about it, Real Madrid, all the injuries, you see Camavinga, Tchouameni are basically out all the time with those two clubs. We know if you know about Pedri, Gavi. The problems with the injuries over there in Spain, the physios must be awful. But Ansu Fati back to his best, and a team that I like Bournemouth, would absolutely love to see that happen. So I'm all here for that. That's a good shout. Oh, it's a poor giveaway for Tyler Adams. With the first mistake he's made all day. I think Yamal the 10's almost nailed on for next season. It was supposed to come this year, I think. What's a great ball. Lewis Cook's in behind. What can the captain do? It's Dango Ouattara. Well done by Dan Burn. Oh, Dan Burn was all over him. That touch from Adams finds Kirkes. Into Semenyo. What can he fashion out? Kept it alive. Well done. Bournemouth. Oh, that ball. Oh, gee. For a minute, I thought it was just going to drop in the back of the net from Kluivert. Fantastic passage once again from Bournemouth. Was he? Yeah, it was a cross that was mishit, but it was, oh, gee. It wasn't that far in the end. Dubravka lucky he didn't get caught out in the end. But that just passage from Newcastle defensively, Dan Burn. Watching that previous game versus Newcastle, they were all over, versus Tottenham, they were all over that Tottenham front line, not giving them a, oh, gee. Saying that pass from Burn's horrid. But that's where they've been in recent weeks, Newcastle. Touch tight, not allowing much space. Win probability 53% for Newcastle. But that's where they've been strongest in recent weeks, but they haven't in this game here. And that pass from Dan Burn sort of describes the sluggishness and poor start in terms of on the ball that Bournemouth, that Newcastle have had at the back line. Isaac's header's up rather than away. Kirk's touch was poor. And that's a careless challenge of Bruno, who's been in the wars. But I do agree, Yamal the 10. Yamal the 10. Tottenham, Bournemouth. Easy Bournemouth, mate. Easy Bournemouth. I don't think Tottenham actually make... Oh, no, that could be ridiculous. Did Tottenham make the top half? Because there's a real right now, there's a real high chance that United nor Tottenham make the top half. Actually saying this, Kluivert. Great ball. Christie. Oh, deflected wide. Oh, well, he's giving a goal kick. That has to be a corner, unless he's really mishit that. Another giveaway for Newcastle. Actually, no, he's just mishit it. No, he hasn't. He's taking a nick. Newcastle, when they have got out of this press, they've been fantastic, but they just can't get out. But on that question, Tottenham, maybe they do get out. But they've got Europa League. They've got the Cups. With the form currently, there's more chance Crystal Palace get the top half than Tottenham. The only time I can see dropping out of that sort of United and Brentford, I can see Tottenham going past, obviously West Ham. That takes them to 11th. Do I see them overtaking Fulham potentially? But they're not going to beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth are flying. And the way they're playing here today, there's no reason why they shouldn't be amongst that top six. Here's Joe Linton. Tell you what they've done well though, Bournemouth, is they've limited the touches that Bruno, Tonali, Joe Linton can get on the ball and driving Newcastle forward, saying that's a great pass to Isaac. A reverse ball to Gordon. Didn't quite reach him. Kirkes fantastic to keep the ball away. Oh, and he's got the ball himself. Well done for Milos Kirkes. The Dango Utara now. Once again, Burn touch tight. Just under a quarter now. You have to play in this first half. You feel there might be another goal in this first half. It's been one of those games. Jacob Murphy now. Oh. Great interception there by Tyler Adams. He has been everywhere. I was never really convinced by Tyler Adams at Leeds. Maybe that was just Leeds though, but someone that's been really good for Bournemouth now that he's played a few games and actually played a few in a row without being injured. Just chopped in front of him there, Tonali, and it's a weak foul, but it's a foul nonetheless. 5 fouls to 2. I think basically all of them are either Joe Linton, Adams, or Tonali. Howson looking for Semenyo. Couldn't quite take it down. It's going to go out for a Dubravka goal kick. Funny old start, this one. Newcastle not the team that I guess we've seen in the last few weeks. Bournemouth actually playing how they have played the last few weeks, but Newcastle I thought better. Bournemouth more of the ball. Bournemouth more of the shots, more on target. Better pass accuracy, more fouls. Corners though edged by Newcastle, and that was the important one as well because that was the equaliser. Great take for some menu there. There's Adams, sorry. That's Clive there. Once again, Newcastle in deep. Not wanting to commit too high up and make the same mistake they made for the opening goal. Space is in behind. There's Gordon, who's kind of more central spot to pick this ball up. But again, Bournemouth back in numbers and quickly. Guimaraes. Adams in the right spot. Oh, it's a very casual clearance. Bruno Jolinton deflected and take the sting out of it, and Aretha Balaga can easily claim that one. Oh, mistake. What a foul given. Iraola not happy again. The action. Oh, what done with Dango Utara. Here come Bournemouth. A lot of black and white shirts in front of him. Out come the cavalry, including Lewis Cook. That's a great ball in Dango Utara's header. Just behind him, and he had to head over the crossbar in the end. Great ball in from Cook. Oh, it's probably a little bit more pace and a little bit quicker. Similar to that corner by Hall. Can't really generate the power, the accuracy when it's that loopy. But again, Bournemouth just, when they get that ball quickly played through the first almost midfield line, which is the Guimaraes and Jolinton area, and they pass that in front of Tonali, that's when they look the most dangerous. Ball won by Brooks, who's been quieter in recent minutes. That's a poor giveaway. Adams nicks it again. Clive it. Challenges flying in everywhere. Jolinton wins that one back. Gordon again. Almost now is permanently down the middle. That ball looking for Isaac, broken up by Zabani. Repelled by Livramento. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Oh. Looked to a wrong foot of the keeper. Corner kick. Then Burns header. Straight off Cook. The deep whip. Found the end. Four minutes away now from the half. For another twist to the tail for this first half. There's an opposition touch, the opposition block. That tells a story. Bournemouth 14, Newcastle 11. A Newcastle home game, nonetheless. Oh, Adam slipped at a bad moment. Here's Bruno now. And Joel Linton. Broken up again. This midfield's combative, and here Clive, he takes over from Christie. It's a 3-on-5. Oh, nearly found Dango Ouattara behind. Brooks is up now, though. Cook around him. It's a dangerous ball. Too deep in the end once more. David Brooks just fading out of the game a little bit here in the later moments. Could have been a little bit more incisive. Like, had a lot of time and space there. David Brooks to pick a pass rather than just loft it in. Dubravka goes long. That's a lazy challenge from Antoine Semenyo. There we go. They're giving it away here. And it's Clive again. And he's done it again. Bournemouth 2-1. Awful giveaway from Newcastle. And once again, it's that man again. Justin Clivert at the double. And Bruno the hero to Bruno the villain. And Bournemouth, twice in the first half. Making Newcastle pay. Once again, Newcastle casual playing out of that. Christie catches Bruno. Then Ouattara wins the ball back. Clivert thought Hall was going to get there. But a first time, cool, calm, collected finish. Rolls into the corner. His 9th of the season. Precision over power. What a finish from Justin Clivert. Well deserved from the Cherries. They've outworked them. They've been more precise than Newcastle. They've got a deserved lead. Newcastle might be going into halftime trailing the Cherries. That's the 10th this season for Clive. My God. Leading goal scorer this year for Bournemouth. Ahead of the likes of Evan Nilsson and Semenyo. Dango Ouattara, and he's played as well. It's been Clive in the 10. He's done the job yet again. Son of a legend. He's playing like a legend right now. 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. A lot of fouls, a lot of stoppages in this one. Livramento skips past his man. What a surprise. Adams is in the way again. Oh, it's a poor touch, and here goes Clivert. Oh, what a pass to Brooks. Oh, the numbers have gotten back. He wins a corner at least. What? Another mistake from Newcastle. Hall's touch is awful. Clivert's on his back shoulder. And then here, this little nutmeg. Oh, fantastic. And Brooks isn't the quickest. But Hall was always going to be there. And he, in the end, gets it behind for a corner. Bournemouth again. You're going to be sloppy. They're going to pounce on you. They're a very, very high pressing side. They're at your feet. They're nibbling away. Can they add more salt to the wounds here before half time? So Barney at the back post. Flicked on head over Christie. Dubravka easily collects in the end. No one really to roll to. He's the man. Christie trying to get at him. He finds Anthony Gordon. This is where they're dangerous, Newcastle. So Barney pulled out of position. Adams in the way again. This has been some performance from Tyler Adams. Cook escaping that challenge. Searching for Dango Ouattara. Dan Burn once more. A very surprisingly fast player. And Burn. Searching ball for Anthony Gordon. He's got the better of Lewis Cook for pace there. He's crossed straight into the captain's shoulder. Botman. Right at the end of half time, before half time here. The deep ball. Burn was coming for it. Bournemouth with everyone back. I know on a hit to here. Lewis Cook just heads for touch in the end. Challenge in again. Adams in again. Oh, that's a poor challenge from Joel Linton. He could be off. Well, it's all kicking off now. Tell you what, there could be a few red ones here. That was a scissoring challenge. A couple of yellows. The yellow and Adams, yellow and Joe Linton. That's a horrid challenge. Adams is confused why he's been brought. I think it's for the initial challenge. It's all kicking off. The two shoothouses have got a yellow. Oh, Tonali. Whoa. Areeth Balaga, what a save. And that's going to be half time. That had it all. Half time in what is a crazy first half. Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 2. Two well-taken Clive finishes. That Tonali effort right there. Areeth Balaga was there quickly. Bruno went from hero to zero. Scored just before the halfway point of them. the first half before turning the ball over to allow Clive at his second. Bournemouth deserve the lead. They're 2-1 up. It's all kicking off, though, between Bruno Kluivert and also Tyler Adams. We're going to in store for a crazy second half. I'm going to go for a short break. Be back for the halftime chat. But my God, we're in for a good one here. What a game we've picked for this weekend's Premier League action. I'll be back, guys, in about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, back. A little bit late, so to start the second half. Wasn't new here on a live stream, was never goes as planned. Big second half ahead. What they both want to do. Did want to have something come up. But might not come up in time. Kirk has his ball. Corner there for the Cherries. Second half underway. Deep. Oh, Hoyson. Oh, he scored that famous header at Old Trafford. He think he would have done it again there. Fix his camera on. All right, it's a bit better, hopefully. One change was share for Botman at half time. Other than that, it's all as you were. Oh, it's a poor giveaway again. Oof. Brooks' effort just at Dubravka. And Sherry's come on, he made an absolutely horrid error there. This Bournemouth press is unstoppable, contagious. It's a great ball. Oh, Murphy couldn't get his feet sorted. Horrid pass. Absolutely hospital pass. Bournemouth, Europe, indeed, Nathan. Mate, you've made me go and say it loud and proud. I've called this now for 15 to 18 months. This is Iraola football. And it's on full display right here versus Eddie Howe. Man, there's Fem Botman, who you'd hope, fingers crossed, is not in an injury again, because that man has been out for so long with injuries. So hopefully he is all good, and that's just a precaution there. It's a good throw from Livramento. It's Gordon inside. Tyler Adams and Joe Linton both on yellows. Same as Justin Clivett, the man with the 2 goals for the Bournemouth side. Solid start for both teams, working their way into it. Again, though, mistake. That one mistake from Newcastle. I wouldn't normally bring it up, but it's been quite contagious playing out from the back today. Oh, it's a poor giveaway again. I tell you what, Brooks, if he can find Semenyo. Instead looks for Christie. His touch just gets away from him. Or he shouldered off Hall. Christie, oh. And it's blocked by him for a corner. Ball from Clivett's poor. Pass once again broken up by Hoyson. He has made it his goal today to make it hell for Alexander Isak. Jacob Murphy. Milos Kirkes in again. Set up quite nicely, this one here. Oh, great flick on. Great ball for Hall again. He's been a great supplier so far in this one. That one's gone out of play, I thought. Did go out of play. It's a time warning for Kepa Arrizabalaga there. It's out of Isak, I thought. No, Hoyston's got the touch. He's back into play to Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, good run from Gordon away in the end. Tonali's header going nowhere. Once again, look how tight Bournemouth are. Great ball to Bruno. Again, Christie faced him straight back up. It just seems to be there's a green shirt everywhere. That shot from Tonali goes wide. Those attempts though, 11-7. Advantage to Bournemouth. Showing how well the side's played. It's a great ball. Looking for Joelinton. Great one for Semenyo. Clivert, Semenyo. Oh, great feet from Clivert. That's a foul. Brooks floats one in. Oh, so Barney got up for it. Didn't quite make the most of it, however. Look, as it stands, Bournemouth ahead of City, Bournemouth ahead of Villa, Bournemouth on equal points with Chelsea. That's where we're at right now. And that's the story of their season. Injuries, transfers, whatever goes against them, no problem. Doing a fantastic job in this one here as well. Not allowed Newcastle an inch to breathe. It was Hall now. It was Hall. It was Gordon to Hall, sorry. Joelinton, his touch and pass was too heavy. Zabani can get rid. Burns done fantastically well. Header straight to Tonali. Newcastle just getting a stranglehold of this one. But can they create something of real note? That's the thing. Christie all over Bruno. And didn't do enough for a card, according to the referee. Gordon to whip in. Headed away by Christie. Bruno Guimaraes. Stood up by Semenyo. Fantastically well. Oh, and just undid his hard work with that challenge. In a tough old scrap for Bruno today. Trying to get that crowd fired up as we approach towards the last half an hour now. Iraola isn't happy with anything. He'll continue to shake his head. Pulling Gordon over this one. It's Gordon's in swing. It's low. And Clive it away. And that's a heavy touch that Dubravka has to come out and collect. He's done well in the end. Watara. Oh, it's got the post. And Brookson, what a save by Dubravka. And Clive it. Oh. And there's chaos in there. And it's come out to Tyler Adams. Brooks. Dango Watara's put it in. And it's 3-1. It is the terrific cherries today. And it's the dangerous Dango Watara again. They were peppering that goal over and over again, and they finally found it. And if you don't succeed, try again. Watara had his first effort come off the upright, and he followed it up with a fantastic touch to find the back of the net there. 3-1. And they're absolutely warrant that lead. The first attempt comes off the upright. It gets half cleared. Brooks' shot. That's saved by Dubravka. Oh, it's out of play. Oh, I'll be overruled. I'll tell you what, Newcastle are saved their blushes. Because that looked out. Oh, it's a fantastic ball in and a finish from Dango Watara. They deserve the goal. That should be chalked off. And it is. But it is a corner kick. Dango Watara's moment's been taken away from him. And it feels like it almost is bi-weekly for Bournemouth to have something go against them. It's happened so often this season. And Newcastle are very, very lucky. Because they do not deserve to be in this fantastically worked effort and eventually a goal. Watara have to work hard again. Can they find the third here from this resultant corner? I don't know what the deal was there. Club it to whip in. It's a deep ball in. Dubravka had to fist away. Zabani, Hoydson. It's a hack clearance and Newcastle are just happy to get out. That's a poor Cook touch, but he's made up for it. Fabian Schär looks like he's copped one. It's all happening here. Goal overruled. Chaos in the first half. Now we've got a cut Schär, an injured Murphy, and Willock and Trippier look like they're ready to come on. This is a different flow of the game than what Newcastle are used to. Normally it's these two coming on to seal the result, not to go chase a result. Has Willock and Trippier got enough in them to perform this comeback? Really impressive Bournemouth. As a Bournemouth man myself, I know how good they can be, but this This is the next level. Against a Newcastle side in the form they're in, the frontline players which they've got, did not see this game going as it's gone. Expect them to be competitive but not dominant as they have been in this one. Eventually looks like he's patched up. He's ready to go. No substitutes are ready to go, it looks like. How much needed delay after all of that chaos? So Hall's making way and Murphy's making way, it looks like. So Murphy for Willock. And Hall for Trippier, yeah. So it is as we expected, but no Fabian Schär as of yet. He's still getting patched up. So I believe momentarily down to 10 men. Iraola can laugh at it. He seems to see the time wasting involved there. Great nick in from Adams again. Oh, he'll be the player of the match. Now David Brooks. It's a searching ball. Oh, and Trippier was tested straight away. He's a tough job trying to stop Antoine Semenyo. It's this phase of the game where Antoine Semenyo probably looks his most dangerous. He's with the athleticism, he's running, strength. So you've got to be worried if you're Kieran Trippier. There's Fabian Schär back. The action. Tell you what, 24 minutes to go. 24 minutes away from a famous Bournemouth result, which would see them propel themselves to amongst the Champions League or near the Champions League positions. They would go to 6th place with a win. Ball in. Where's the matches that, sorry. The outball to Ouattara is perfect. He's able to dribble away from Byrne to try and spin in Semenyo, who's just bullied Trippier off the ball. Oh, it's gone out though. So I was worried about, if I'm Kieran Trippier though, physicality and the speed of Antoine Semenyo is nothing to be misjudged. He is very dangerous in those two areas. There's Tyler Adams pestering away at Bruno Guimaraes. Cook got his body in the way between him and Gordon. And takes out the winger. The referee's allowed things to go today, so that's not going to be a booking. It's a poor challenge, but on the law of averages, not a card. Sandro Tonali standing over this one. The Newcastle fans serenade the referee. Tonali to whip this one in. Dangerous spot. No one got in the end of it in the end. Paul must be happy with that. Didn't defend the first set piece very, very well. An early set piece, sorry. That was the goal for Bruno Guimaraes. Header in the 22nd minute. But from then, I tell you what, chances few and far between for Newcastle, and due to the hard work that Bournemouth had done without the football. Like there, just touch tight. Ouattara wins that. He can feed in Semenyo. Looked a tad offside to me. But a great ball in. And a score. Oh, hot off the line, Dubravka. What a fantastic save. It looked like it was about to spin in. And Newcastle inches away from going 3-1 down again. Hoysen in well. There's tackles flying in here, there, and everywhere. Oh, they could be coming to regret these missed chances. I tell you what, Bournemouth. Oh, Semenyo, was he onside or not? But this ball in, fantastic. Little backheeled effort from Brooks. And enough of the pace got taken out of it. And Christie's been given a yellow card for something. I don't know. There's replays, a lot happening. He's just come out and taken Tonali out. That's valid. The lack of experience on the bench. 20 minutes to go. You need to be careful with those midfielders. Adams and Christie, the two deepest lying players, both on yellows. And the normal other midfielder, Cook, is playing right back. Looking for contact, which he never got. Adams entirely on Tonali. Bit of space for Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon cutting inside to Bruno. Joe Linton in behind. What a great challenge from Kirkes. I feel like he was sliding for an age. The Toon fans are up. Look at that run. Just sneaked in behind Semenyo. Thought he would have cut it back earlier. And there's a great block from Kirkes. Trippier's out swinger. It's a drilled hit. And the header straight to Kepa Arrizabalaga. He'll take his sweet time with that one. Wickham just getting stuck under the ball there. Look back at this chance here. Yeah, that takes the nick off Livramento. That takes all the sting out of it. Oh, Dubravka, fantastic. Maybe 3 or 4 fantastic saves in this game. Bruno's found Willock now. Oh, fantastic from Kirkes. He's been good again today as well. Joelinton, however, just going to the game, this sort of right-hand side he's playing in. The Joelinton of the old days, near the striker. It's Bruno who's drawn Zabani out. Oh, Brooks, well covered. Because Livramento was coming in behind. I'll tell you what, Newcastle just turning up the gears a little bit. You have to be perfect in that challenge there, especially with Livramento steaming in behind. Gordon trickery. Zabani matches it. And Kepa comes and collects. He's gone down holding his ankle. Oh. Iraola looks on, a worried man. Very similar outline to the game last season when Bournemouth took the lead twice. Couldn't hold on for the victory though. Kept using all of his Real Madrid game management, game shithousery to his advantage there. Watara's pushed off Shed, done very well there. And Kirkes has matched Joelinton. And then a foul given against Kirkes, which is, I don't know, that's pulling on each other. The card given to someone. Assistant Elphick from the yellow. Side flag goes up. Once again, another set piece all managed by Bournemouth. Look at the fade on that man. Now that linesman has got a clean trim for this game here. He knows everyone's watching, and he's nailed it. I tell you what, it is underrated, but genuinely, a player like Kepa, who's been at Real Madrid, will know how to manage these type of moments. With him between the sticks, that is a perfect man for the job. Hoisting in well again. Christie's clearance off Isaac. Does body it out for a throw. They're just doing enough at the moment. 15 minutes, quarter of an hour to play. As it stands, Bournemouth will go to 6th. Newcastle stay 4th. They'll end Newcastle's 9-game win streak. Little touch from Clive, looking for Ouattara. Burns' clearance goes as far as the man he scored twice today. The pressing's just dropped off a little bit from Bournemouth, and you can tell the tired legs are out there. Ouattara's gone in late, and that's always going to be a yellow card. I see everyone on that Bournemouth side picked up a yellow in this one. Bruno again cleaned up. Four players, an assistant manager all in the book for Bournemouth. Do they dare put one of these young kids on? That's the question. Do you risk it? Trippier long. There's Isaac. Oh. Yet to really have a proper touch in the box, is he? A proper chance. Flick on from Burn. Perfectly in line with him. The touch, the bounce of the ball just gets away from him. Hits his thigh, and those two, Cook and Christie, going body out. Whenever in doubt, Cook and Christie are there. Bournemouth stalwarts. $13 to go. So Barney said it perfectly to Adams. He's had to just tone his aggression in the second half. That pass was far from amazing. The same energy, the same. That was a side to side. Adams was Clive in the end. Done fantastically. What a body. Bruno off the ball. He keeps driving. Oh, looking for Kirk as a poor pass in the end. That Trippier ball's poor, and Hoyson heads it out of play. Tonali stood up today as probably the lone Newcastle midfielder to show a bit of quality. That interception was top tier. There's Willock. Livramento. A good chance from Cook. Cook has been fantastic as right back as well. There's the compilation of me saying everyone's been fantastic for Bournemouth today. It really has been true. Out of position. Doing a job. Dubravka. Now to Livramento. I'll tell you what, Newcastle fans, hold your breath, playing out from the back. Ticking on to the 80th minute. Good win from Cook. It's good football, I tell you what. It's very, very impressive in this one. Tara's drifted out wide left. That's what I thought would happen. Semenya down the middle. Proper dangerous down the middle. Semenya. As I said, with his physicality, with his athleticism as well, you need to be wary if you're the centre halves. Bruno just tumbles over Ryan Christie. Talk about game management. This is well done. Bournemouth taking the sting out of this game second half. I mean, your touch goes away from him. Kirk has done well. Ball one from Bournemouth again. These are the things that matter for Newcastle to be cleaner, more precise. His final 10. Comes David Brooks, had a fantastic first 20 minutes. Sparked this Bournemouth side. Jefferson comes on. I believe is the one man to have played Premier League football on the bench. He brings those 7 games of Premier League experience to the side on the bench. Looks like he's playing as the centre forward and Semenya from the left. With Clive to the right. Oh, acrobatic clearance from Tonali. He's back in his own area. Tonali away again. And he's the one chasing as well. And it might work. Gordon. Tonali's gotten the end of his own ball. And Isaac letting that, Willock in the end letting that run, and Cook's just taking him out. And he's towing a very fine line as well. That was a ridiculous. He just cleaned him out. Time's ticking away. 7.5 now to play. But these are the spots I feel like Newcastle being the most dangerous today from set pieces. Iraola adopting the Ruben Amorim stance. Tara's the one keeping eye on Dan Burn. That delivery is well punched away from Aretha Balago. And Dean Hoyson in the way. And what will that block turn out to be? That's gone out of Bruno. Dean Hoyson, my God. That was incredibly struck from Gordon. Just hit it. It just came off his chest. I don't think he knew much about it. It just hit him in the chest. Phew. And he punched a hole through Hoyson's chest, but he's there to stop it. Jefferson's got a big job here at top to pressurise and press from the front. With Tara, he did that well. Jefferson's done even better. And that's well played from Cook. And Watara. And Jefferson. Bournemouth, they will love this possession. Semenya got in his bag. Not that. Awful time for a slip. Oh, and then even Hoyson slipped as well. So Barney was there in the way, though. People slipping in left, right, and centre at the moment. There's players losing their footing all over the place. Semenyo tucked away in this corner. Kirkers now. Bruno gets in and nicks it. Xander Joe Linton. It's an all-out scrap in there. It's come to Christie somehow. Clivert. Kirkers. Great trickery to find Semenyo. The ball apparently stayed in. Kirkers. Dango Wataris touches poor. Oh, great feet. Oh. Willock's in the way. Cook skips past Willock. Over Jefferson. Christie. Bournemouth just... Oh, that's a poor ball. Kirkers that's very poor. Newcastle have to get out now. Here's Anthony Gordon. This is the matchup I thought they'd exploit all day long. Cook tracking back. Facing up Anthony Gordon. It's Gordon inside to Isaac. Looking for... Oh, fantastic end for Hoyston. That's a poor challenge from Jefferson. That's a spot where Kieran Trippier would like to have a look at this. Kieran Trippier will be looking very close at this one here. Remember that Man City game 2 years ago? Newcastle properly announced himself on the scene. It was a spot like this. Gordon, Isaac, and Trippier all over this. They're taking their sweet ass time to set this wall up. Isaac's going to place it. He might go for this. The form the man's in. Jefferson, Zabani, Hoyston, Semenyo. Some pretty tall timber on that wall. Trippier and Isaac are standing over this one. It's going to be Isaac, isn't it? Oh, straight at the wall. And Gordon straight into the fans. I just don't think that was the man to take it. Just don't think it was. Oh. Such a poor free kick. When you've got a player like Kieran Trippier there, why are you not taking it? The tick over to the 89th minute now. Christie. Kirkers launches. And Jefferson's there. I think he's onside as well. Semenyo supports. There is Antoine Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo. Oh, great block from Dan Burn. Oh, I tell you, that would look like it was heading to the far corner as well. It's a great piece of direct football. Semenyo running off the striker. I'll tell you what, maybe a cutback even to Kluivert for his hat-trick. The ball's the end of the pitch that Bournemouth want it to be. This late moment in the game. Kluivert deep, very deep. Jefferson couldn't control the header. We've ticked into stoppage time now. Seven minutes added on as a fair chunk of time. Long time for these tired legs of Bournemouth to hold on. That's a poor giveaway from Trippier. Christie nicks it. Sets a chance for Jefferson. He can get the ball to bounce off Sharon. Out for a throw. Bruno Guimaraes is the one who's getting hooked. And comes on young Will Asula. Haven't seen much of him in the Premier League this season for Newcastle. But maybe he can be a hero. Bournemouth now 6 minutes away. I like the keeper on this end of the park in the corner flag. That was poor from Kirkes. Even worse from Gordon. Kluivert for the hat-trick. Yeah, he's done it! What a rocket! And it's a hat-trick for Kluivert. Game, set, match for Bournemouth. Scintillating cherries. And a rocket worthy of all 3 points. That long trip up north, those Bournemouth fans, they'll be heading home one happy bunch. What a strike from Justin Kluivert. My God. Out of this world. But it all starts down here. Gordon looks to try and get out. Poor giveaway once again. Adams in the way. And it falls away of Kluivert, and wow. You're not stopping that. That is arrowing into that bottom left-hand corner. Oh. The whip, the dip, the kill on that. You're not stopping that. Right into the side netting. And Andoni Iraola's off his seat. And the cherries are up into the top European spots. Newcastle rocked. Cherries flying. Second hat-trick of the season. The first one was full of penalties. This one was full of class, precision, and quality. And that about wraps this one up. Oh, gee. I think Ouattara's looking for Kluivert, and he wouldn't fancy another one, would he? Oh, Jefferson's done well. He skipped by Share. Oh, should have made it 4. Great save from Dubravka. Poor finish on the end for Jefferson. He did all the hard work. Little drop of the shoulder. Oh, Isaac. Great ball. Oh, what a save. Oh, there's this line again from Hoytson. There's 2 goal line clearances. And it's just not their day, is it, Newcastle? Oh, Dean Hoytson. Out of this world. That's when you know it's your day. Newcastle fans still willing their side. It's those Bournemouth fans in the top tier that we sing deliriously. Here comes Kirkes, full of energy. Wouldn't this be a cherry on the top of the cake? Milos Kirkes, oh, it's 4! They are absolutely flying. Iraola's man with a statement. A statement of intent. And in the very young days of Bournemouth in the top tier, this might be the best day yet. Delirium upstairs in the top tier. And Milos Kirkes, that is just work rate. You watch him in this race, he just storms down that left-hand side. Just energy, effort. That is just a goal willed into action. Little step over, gets back in his powerful left foot and drills it into the far corner. And I tell you what, they are deserving of all 4 goals here. Had one chalked off. Hit the post. They've gone close multiple times, but this is deserved from Andoni Iraola's men. And I said it before, statement of intent type stuff. This is an arrival on the scene. If you haven't seen it before, you've seen it now. Bournemouth are here and they're serious business. I said in the podcast midweek, they're going to win a European game or take a point in Europe before Arsenal win a trophy. Mark my words. If you have a look at Kluivert's hat-trick, 1 of just power, 2 of precision, 3 of just real quality. Second player to score a hat-trick this season. Might have actually beaten Erling Haaland to that as well. And there's all smiles on that Bournemouth bench. They are seconds away from a famous result here. And Dango Wataru, who's put an absolutely killer shift today, can take a rest of the last few seconds of this one. The young 18-year-old comes on as well, alongside Winterburn. Seconds left for this one. Look at Bournemouth still getting in there. They're still pressing. They're still energising. They're still winning the 50-50s. And that says a lot. St. James's Park empty. All the song and singing is coming from that top tier. Those smiles say a lot. It's going to be 11 unbeaten now for Bournemouth. And Newcastle's 9-game win streak comes to an end. There's full time. Take a breath and have a look at that scoreline. 4-1. It was class. It was energy. It was intensity. It had it all. Bournemouth dominant from minute 1. Stunning performance that stunned Newcastle on their home deck. A Kluivert hat-trick of pure quality. A defensive display from Hoytson and Zabani of elite levels. And I tell you what, Tyler Adams in there as well with a fantastic display in the middle of the park. Milos Kirkes topped it off with a 6-minute stoppage time goal. It was Bruno Guimaraes who equalised in the 25th minute, but outside of that, it was all Bournemouth. Bournemouth 4, Newcastle 1. Tell you what, take notice, Premier League. Andoni Iraola is cooking with these men. I tell you what, they're going to Europe next season. I'm going to have a short break and I'll wrap this game up for you guys around the corner. All right, ladies and gents. Just going to fix that up. We're going to fix this table up right now because that's not the scoreline. That's more like it. That's what that full-time score will do. Fix me up here and get me nice and fixed up. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the post-game show. What a game we've just seen. With the score rolling at the bottom there as we go through this one. A wrap-up I'll very much enjoy. As you would hopefully know by now, I am very much a Bournemouth stalwart. I have loved watching this since Andoni Iraola took over last season. And I think it is much deserved where they are right now. Look at that table there. They are 10 points off the top. More importantly, they are 6 points off Arsenal, who are in second place and apparently the title race. You know, you've got Nottingham Forest, you're apparently at super exceeding and should be manager of the year. And I'm not degrading any of these efforts so far this season, but you're only 4 points off Nottingham Forest. We're talking about a serious squad here in Bournemouth that need to be respected. Not many people would watch them often. They got the early kickoff today. Hopefully everyone watched what happened today. This was dominance from minute one for me. It was early on with Brooks down that right-hand channel. You know, it's the intensity that Ryan Christie brings in midfield alongside Tyler Adams. And again, Tyler Adams was someone I thought wouldn't be able to be working into this side because of Cook and Christie, the work they did in midfield. But with all the injuries, Cook has to go to right back. You know, you're forced, you have to put then Tyler Adams in midfield. And the poor guy hasn't been able to get in the park the last 2 seasons because of injury. But he comes in today and makes a difference in the park. He's that aggressor, breaking the game up, being physical. Yes, could have got sent off multiple times, it felt like. But that's his job, that's his role. And the way Andoni Iraola set the side up, which was, we are going to be in your face for minute one. We're going to press so up the pitch, Burn misplacing passes, Fabian Schär, Trippier, Gordon misplacing passes. 3 of the goals today at some point were linked from a poor pass out of the bag. They couldn't play out. This is a Newcastle side, 9 wins in a row. Isaac, 8 goals in consecutive games. Going to try and beat Ruud van Nistelrooy's and Jamie Vardy's record. But that just got shut up real quick because the way Andoni Iraola set this side up, they press so hard. And when they have possession, they're not fearful on it. Many sides go to Newcastle and are fearful. Arsenal struggle there. Man City struggle there. I know on my side, United struggle there. But I tell you what, a side that doesn't struggle there is this side, is Bournemouth, because they're not afraid to go and take it to the opposition. You've got on their man of the match, Justin Kluivert. He was just spectacular in this game here. Sealed the win there in the second minute of stoppage time. But I look at that table, equal in points with Chelsea, who are in a title race, ahead of the champions, the 4-time champions in Man City, who have to watch out, by the way. I'll make a video about them in the next few days. They're going to be a late charge to get back, not to win the title, but they'll be pushing these sides all the way because with the signings they're making, you've got to watch out for those guys. But you look at them, ahead of Villa, ahead of Brighton, and well and truly, it's 2 wins away ahead of Brighton. Like, I look at this table here, and I'm happy because this is a side I love, I invest. I watch so much of this Bournemouth side. I'm happy that they're there, but it just seems like so fast. This was a side that hadn't won their first 9 games last season. They ended up in 42 points, and believe I should come to my mind quicker than that, but they're on track for something where 63 or something now, with the rate they're going at. So it is just ridiculous. It deserves all the respect, and it's down to Andoni Iraola. I don't think people give this man as much respect he deserves. He'll get all the plaudits now because they've seen him on the early kickoff, but he's been doing this now for a long time. Newcastle won the reverse fixture earlier this season, but it was dodgy. It was a really dodgy result. They've beaten Arsenal. They've beaten Man City. They got very unlucky versus Chelsea, and they've gone and now beaten Newcastle on the road. They've beaten Manchester United. This side isn't afraid of big teams. They act like a big team. They better spend like a big team, though. You saw that bench was empty. All the young kids in there, no Premier League experience. You have to back this manager in. If you're the Bournemouth ownership, American owners are in the back of this club. They're thinking about, redeveloping a training centre. Put that on hold. Back this club in. Put some funds into developing a squad here. You've got Tavernier injured, I know. You've got key players that are injured. I've seen the Justin Kluivert interview. Second hat-trick for Clive. Like, players like this, you don't hear enough about this type of player. So tricky on the ball. Hard to stop. Works in those tight spaces so well. Sorry, I'm just listening to his interview. It's just fantastic, and it's absolutely deserved. Look at it, 3 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals, 100% conversion rate. I want to pick up some other performances as well from this game before I wrap up here. I tell you what, Dean Hoyson, I touched him before the game as the key player for Bournemouth, an 8.3 service score rating, 4 clearances, 4 block shots, 3 interceptions, 3 tackles. Won every duel, 1 goal line clearance, 44 touches, 81% pass accuracy. Out of this world. Superb. Iraola, the partner in crime, my favourite centre-back in the Premier League. 9 clearances, 1 block, 1 tackle. Won every duel, 42 touches, 3 accurate long balls. Fantastic. Underrated player of the game, Tyler Adams, creates that 3rd goal for the hat-trick. Assist there, so 45 touches, 90% pass accuracy. 4 at 11 ground duels won. He made 4 clearances, 2 interceptions, 3 tackles. Fantastic. Ryan Christie, what a surprise. He's back at it again. 8.1 surface score rating, 76 touches, 84% pass accuracy, 4 accurate long balls, 12 out of 19 ground duels won, 5 clearances, 3 interceptions, 9 tackles. This side is serious business. He said Europe. That's the conversation. It has to be the conversation now. We've got the Monday pod coming back this week. You have to talk about Bournemouth and serious champions. Look at those away. That is an awesome trip. What a trip. I'll get home about 9 p.m. tonight, but what a trip up. Anton Semenyo, 57 touches, 86% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, 2 ground duels won, 2 aerial duels won. Just everyone put in a shift. Like Lewis Cook at right back, fantastic. David Brooks, a fantastic start to the game. Tyler Adams was probably my unheard of player of the game. Dean Hoyson, great as ever. Iraola does what he does best. I've said this now for 15 months. For me, the best centre-back at times in games, and my personal favourite centre-back in the Premier League. Like, there's a reason why this team is where it is. And you look at this bench. Like, Jefferson nearly when he's played Premier League games outside of the goalkeeper Mark Travers, they're elevated now into 6th. It's such a good feel story. And if you can't get anything good out of this, you're lying to yourself, I think. Obviously, next game, Liverpool, Brentford coming up next. Same as that team there, 13th. West Ham taking on Crystal Palace, who are 15th, just outside of that ladder on screen. That will be another interesting game. Obviously, Arsenal later tonight. A big game for them as well. Aston Villa travel there. Last in a win at the Emirates was Aston Villa. That'll be another big game. But I highlight this. This was my game of the weekend for a reason. And it absolutely showed that. Watching these goals back before I leave, like this first goal, give, go. Late run from Clive. Semenyo knows where he's going to be. Cool finish in the corner. Before that, obviously, Semenyo blasts over the crossbar. So, there were so many opportunities for them to add more in this game. Look at the second goal. Bruno under pressure. Christie on him. Bruno again. Nicked away from Dango Atara. Feeds in Clive. And this finish is cool. Smooth under the keeper into the corner. But again, Bruno scores the header after this. Newcastle building into the game just before half-time. You're trying to kill a game off, get to half-time, restart again. But it's the pressure from Christie. It's the pressure for Dango Atara. And then roll the ball into Clive. Finishes. Pressure, energy. That's Bournemouth. That's Iraola football. And it's such a cool finish. Like, Bournemouth took their chances. You can't... Like, the goal that was ruled out, well taken as well from Dango Atara. They hit the post... Nango Atara is often close range, but outside of that, they didn't really miss many opportunities they got given. This is the hat-trick goal here. Look at this. Gordon, again, Adams nicks it in, falls to Clive, picks his spot, wrong foot's the keeper. What a goal. 2.41 XG, 45% possession on the road, 4 big chance created, 19 shots. Just a fantastic performance. 21 tackles made, 6 saves required as well from Dubravka. He was fantastic as well for Newcastle. A valiant effort in the losing cause. Anyway, guys, that wrap it up. I'm waffling too much. I've got a lot to say about this game tomorrow morning. I might have to make a video for a Sunday morning release because this was out of this world from Bournemouth. Superb from the start to finish. Clive at 3 stars. Andoni, Iraola 3 stars. And Newcastle missed their chance. Missed their chance to close to the top group. However, it's Bournemouth who are knocking on the Champions League. Look at that. Justin Clive, Erling Haaland, 2 hat-tricks apiece. In great company there. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys in the podcast and video very soon. And a great night for you guys, Bournemouth fans.